Hope Logan Spencer may be closer than ever to walking away from Forrester Creations, and if she does, the damage may hit every corner of the family. This is not just another argument with Steffy. This is not just another workplace feud. This is a possible break that could push Hope straight toward Logan, pull Katie into a dangerous power move, and leave Brooke caught in the middle of a family fight she may not be able to fix. The bold and the beautiful spoilers for the next 2 weeks, May 4 to May 15th, reveal corporate chaos, heated accusations, and secrets that could explode at the worst possible time. And the biggest storm begins with Hope. During the week of May 4 to May 8, Hope Logan Spencer reaches a breaking point with Steffy Forrester Finnegan. That matters, because Hope has already been pushed again and again, and now Steffy's control at Forrester Creations may become the final pressure point. Hope is not just upset, she is questioning whether she belongs there at all. And once Hope starts seeing Logan as a place where she could be valued, the entire balance changes. But here's where it gets worse. Logan Spencer steps into the situation with an idea. He looks at Hope's possible future at Logan, and he brings up a new designer for her possible line. That designer may be Deke Sharp, and this one idea could be enough to get Katie excited about what could happen at her fashion house. Because Katie is not thinking small, she is thinking about growth, she is thinking about opportunity, she is thinking about a future where Logan can become more than just a side player in the fashion world. And if Hope leaves Forrester for Logan, Katie could suddenly have something powerful, a name, a vision, a new direction, a reason for people to look at Logan differently. But that opportunity comes with a heavy price. Katie later opens up to Donna Logan Forrester about the possibility of stealing Hope away from Forrester. And Donna immediately sees the danger. Donna worries that Katie is about to ruin her relationship with Brooke Logan Forrester for good, because this is not only business, this is family, and that makes everything more dangerous. Katie may see a chance to build something bigger, but Donna sees family destruction coming. Donna fears Katie's moves could tear their family apart forever, and when family and fashion collide on the bold and the beautiful, the fallout is never clean. At the same time, Brooke is trying to extend a peace offering to Katie. That sounds hopeful. That sounds like maybe the sisters can still find common ground. But if Hope abandons Forrester for Logan, that peace offering may not be enough. Because Brooke will be stuck in a painful position. She is Hope's mother. She is connected to Forrester, and she is also trying to keep her relationship with Katie from falling apart. But what happens next changes everything. Hope has a serious conversation with Brooke about the co-CEO spot at Forrester Creations. And Hope makes it clear what she believes. She argues that Brooke should be running things alongside Ridge Forrester, not Steffy. That statement cuts deep, because Hope is not only defending her mother, she is challenging Steffy's power. She is questioning the leadership structure at Forrester, and she is making it clear that she does not believe Steffy should be the boss over everything. For Hope, this is personal. For Steffy, it will likely feel like another challenge, and for Brooke, it may be another reminder that peace inside this family is getting harder to protect. Carter Walton can sense trouble building. He sees what is happening with Hope, and he tries to warn Steffy and Ridge about the price of pushing people too far. That warning matters, because Carter is not creating drama, he is reading the room. He knows pressure has limits, and if Hope is pushed too hard, she may make a move that Forrester Creations cannot easily undo. But Steffy does not calm down. Steffy gets even more irritated with Hope later, and that irritation may push the situation closer to a blow-up. The next step could be Hope's resignation announcement. Maybe sooner, maybe later, but the direction is clear. Hope may be preparing to leave, And if she does, it will not be a quiet exit. Because Hope leaving Forrester would not only hurt Steffy, it could also hurt Ridge, it could hurt Brooke, it could change Katie's future, and it could turn Logan into a direct threat. That is why Liam's idea matters so much. A new designer, a possible new line, a fresh start at Logan. Those words may sound exciting to Katie, but they could sound dangerous to Forrester. Because once Hope's name becomes connected to Logan, this fight is no longer just about hurt feelings. It becomes about business. It becomes about power. It becomes about who gets to control Hope's future. And that's not even the only secret building in the shadows. While corporate chaos grows, R.J. Forrester makes a promise of protection to Electra Forrester. That promise adds another layer of emotional tension. Electra is not just standing in the background, she is part of another story where trust, danger, and hidden connections may soon collide. Because over with Melissa Dillon, fans will finally learn who has been calling her. And they will learn who appeared from behind the dress rack. All the evidence points toward Remy Price, and Remy seems to have mysterious business to settle with Dillon. This is where Dillon's world becomes much more complicated. Dillon is forced into a new predicament, and Remy may blackmail her into helping him win Deke back. That possibility puts Dillon in a terrible position, because if Remy has power over her, then Dillon may have to choose between protecting her secret and protecting the people around her. Whatever the exact situation is, Remy appears to have a past link to Dillon, and Dillon worries about Electra discovering it. That fear says a lot, because Dillon does not want the truth exposed. And if Electra finds out, the fragile trust between them could shatter again. For now, the main fire still burns at Forrester. Hope is being pushed, Katie is being tempted. Brooke is trying to hold peace together, Steffy is getting more irritated, and Carter is warning that pushing people too far always comes with a price. But no one may be ready for what happens when Hope finally decides she has had enough, because if Hope walks away, it will not just be Hope leaving a company. It will be Katie gaining power. It will be Brooke losing control of the peace she is trying to protect. It will be Steffy facing the result of pushing Hope too far. And it could be the beginning of a Logan and Forrester battle that changes everything. During the week of May 11 to May 15, the tension may become impossible to hide. Hope may officially join Logan, and if that happens, she leaves Steffy, Ridge, and Brooke outraged. That one move could turn a family disagreement into a full corporate war, because Hope joining Logan is not just a career choice, it would be a statement. It would say she no longer wants to fight for space at Forrester. It would say she is ready to go where she feels appreciated, and that line may be the emotional center of everything. Hope may stand her ground. She may insist it is time to go where she is valued. That kind of decision could feel empowering for Hope. But for Forrester, it could feel like betrayal, especially if Katie is the one helping make it happen. And that is why Donna's warning matters so much. Donna already fears Katie is making moves that could destroy family bonds. Now, if Hope actually crosses over to Logan, Donna's fear may start looking very real. Brooke may be hit hardest, because Brooke is caught between her daughter and her sister. She wants peace with Katie, she wants Hope protected, but she is also tied to Ridge and Forrester Creations. So when Hope's future becomes the center of this corporate fight, Brooke may be pulled in every direction. And if Brooke feels blindsided by Katie's move, that peace offering could collapse fast. But here's where it gets even more complicated. Hope's possible move to Logan may not be simple. There could be a problem because of Hope's contract at Forrester. That means even if Hope wants to walk away, Forrester may still have leverage. And in a fight like this, contracts can become weapons. Then comes another issue. Liam thinks Hope's new line should be called Hope. At first, that name may sound natural, simple, personal, direct, but it could create a bigger problem. Because Hope may be too close to hope for the future, and Steffy may argue that Logan is stealing from Forrester again. That accusation could ignite everything, because the moment the word stealing enters the conversation, this becomes more than business competition. It becomes an attack on character. It becomes a fight over ownership. It becomes a fight over who has the right to Hope's name, Hope's vision, and Hope's future. And for Katie, that could be dangerous. Katie wants excitement around Logan. She wants something big. But if Forrester sees Logan as taking what belongs to them, then Katie's fashion house may be walking straight into a battle. A battle with Steffy, a battle with Ridge, and maybe a battle that puts Brooke in the worst position possible. Carter's earlier warning hangs over all of this. He warned Steffy and Ridge about pushing people too far, and now, if Hope leaves, that warning may feel like the moment everyone should have listened. Because Hope may not be leaving out of impulse. She may be leaving because she feels there is no place for her under Steffy's power. And once someone reaches that point, apologies may not be enough. This is what makes the next 2 weeks so tense. Nobody has to make a sudden move for the damage to grow. The damage is already growing. Every conversation adds pressure. Every warning gets ignored. Every possible business move pulls the family closer to the edge. And Hope's decision could be the one choice that turns private frustration into public fallout. Meanwhile, Dylan's secret trouble continues to build. Dylan may have close calls when it comes to her connection to Remy. That means the truth is not safely buried, it is circling closer. Electra may finally forgive Dylan and become true friends with her again. That should be a good thing. That should bring relief. But for Dylan, it may create even more pressure. Because the closer she gets to Electra, the more dangerous her hidden past with Remy becomes. If Electra trusts Dylan again, then Dylan has even more to lose, and that may make her even more determined to hide the Remy connection. But secrets on the bold and the beautiful rarely stay quiet, especially when Remy may be pushing from the shadows. If Remy is trying to use Dylan to win Deke back, then Dylan's secret could become part of a much larger emotional trap. And if Deke becomes connected to Hope's possible new line at Logan, then the personal and professional drama may start brushing against each other in dangerous ways. Still, Dylan and Remy remain secondary to the larger storm, because the main threat is the corporate split. Hope moving toward Logan, Katie risking family peace, Brooke trying to keep the damage from spreading, Steffy and Ridge possibly watching Hope walk away, and Liam's idea turning into something much bigger than anyone expected. There is also Daphne Rose Walton. At some point, Daphne has a tempting proposal for Dylan to consider. This may involve some sort of perfume project, or another way for Daphne and Dylan to get closer. That proposal could open a new door for Dylan, but with Remy's shadow hanging over her, every new connection comes with risk. Daphne also may visit her doctor and hope for a solution to her baby-making problem. And if Daphne and Carter end up facing tough infertility news, they will have to figure out another path to parenthood. That adds a softer but painful emotional layer to the next 2 weeks, because while Hope and Katie are dealing with corporate fallout, Daphne and Carter may be facing a private heartbreak. But the biggest question remains with Hope. Will she really leave Forrester? Will she step into Logan and start fresh? And if she does, can Brooke, Katie, Ridge and Steffy survive what comes next? Because this is not only about a fashion line, it is about respect, it is about control, it is about family loyalty, and it is about what happens when someone finally decides they are done being pushed. Hope may believe she is choosing appreciation. Katie may believe she is building Logan's future. Steffy may believe Forrester is being threatened. and Brooke may be left watching the people she loves turn on each other. That is what makes these B&B next week spoilers so tense. The danger is already there. It is in every conversation, every warning, every business decision, every secret being hidden, and every choice that brings Hope closer to the door. If Hope walks out of Forrester and into Logan, it may change the future of both fashion houses. But it may also break something inside the Logan family that cannot be repaired quickly. Katie's dream could become Logan's biggest opportunity, but it could also become the move that pushes Brooke away. Hope's fresh start could finally give her the respect she wants, but it could also trigger a fight over her contract, her line, and even her name. And Steffi's irritation with Hope may turn into something much bigger once Logan becomes a real threat. So now the question is simple. Is Hope finally making the move that changes everything? Or is Katie about to start a war that her family may never recover from? Do you think this changes everything? Subscribe for daily, the bold and the beautiful spoilers and updates.